Hello world! Today we are gonna draw Skullkid from The Legend of Zelda, from the game Majora's Mask. It came out this weekend and I'm really excited to play it. First off, we start with our simple sketch. I gave it a clown pose, so he looks a bit crazy, because he is crazy. The most important part of the character is his mask. It's a sort of a triangle, but with rounded corners. It almost looks like a heart shape, just in time for Valentine. He has round eyes, but they are sharp at the edges. His eyes are a bit bent downward and he looks a bit crazy that way. He also has needles on his mask, so don't forget to draw them. And for the mouth I use a triangle, which is basically just a pattern on the mask. His head has a lot of ribbons, so don't forget to draw them. And you can make them a bit broader at the end to give it a bit more life. His clothes are a mixture of clown clothes and scarecrow clothes, so it's important to find that perfect balance, so don't make it look too much like one or the other. He also has large gloves with his fingers sticking out, and he wears a skirt. He also has those clown feet, and it's important not to draw them too small. I made it a little bit too small here, but I'll correct that later. You can also draw Navi, so Skullkid can chase it. Once you've finished your first sketch, you can go over the lines again and correct some mistakes you made. When you work in 3/4 view, it's important to make the eye that is most back not too big and not too small. His gloves end in 3 points, so don't forget that, and he has kind of straw fingers. You can also draw some ripples in his clothes, and you can make the skirt really flow. And through the magic of editing, here is the clean version. Now it's time for shadows and depth. I started with Navi because he has a very simple form, so it's easy to begin with him. His body is just a circle, so you can go from dark to light in a kind of arch way. With Skullkid it's a little bit more difficult because he has very much detail. First I used my very dark pencil to go over the lines where the light doesn't come, and you can already see how much depth it gives. Once I'm done with that, I use my lighter pencil to make the soft shadows, and I push harder on the pencil where it's supposed to be darker. I also use shadow under the clothes a little bit, and on the bottom of the shoes, and generally on the left side. Don't press too hard on your pencil, because it's always easier to add shadow than to remove shadow. Once you've done that, you can extra accentuate and make the lines extra dark and do some finishing touches. Lastly, I use a bit of shadow on the ground to make it look like he's standing on the ground. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, we finished Skullkid. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.